If you don't make your product in America, however, under the Trump administration, you will pay a tariff, and in some cases, a rather large one.
Donald Trump has been a busy man in his first 43 days as the 47th President of the United States. He signed 83 executive orders, met nearly a dozen world leaders including Prime Minister Narendra Modi, announced measures to end wokeism and illegal immigration, and triggered a world trade war. A day after announcing 25% tariffs on imports from Canada and Mexico and 10% additional tariffs on goods from China, Trump has India in his crosshairs.
Other countries have used tariffs against us for decades, and now it's our turn to start using them against those other countries. On average, the European Union, China, Brazil, India, Mexico, and Canada, have you heard of them? And countless other nations charge us tremendously higher tariffs than we charge them. It's very unfair. India charges us auto tariffs higher than 100%. April 2nd, reciprocal tariffs kick in. And whatever they tariff us, other countries, we will tariff them. That's reciprocal, back and forth. Whatever they tax us, we will tax them.
The stakes are high for India, which is a prime candidate for reciprocal action. As per Nomura report, import duties in India are one of the highest, with the average weighted tariff on US exports at around 9.5%. US charges average tariffs of 3% on Indian goods, but what puts India at a further disadvantage is the fact that the United States remains India's largest export market. In the first 11 months of 2024, India exports to the United States rose 6.5% on year to $73.65 billion, accounting for a little over 18% of India's total exports. The trade surplus was a massive $35 billion, around 1% of India's GDP. A deep dive into Trump's reciprocal tariffs shows India could be hit hard. A report by Citi puts the estimated fall in exports at $7 billion or around 10%. Stan Chart's worst case scenario of a 10% uniform tariff predicts an 11 to 12% export decline, equating to $8.1 to $8.9 billion with a GDP hit of 50 to 60 basis points. State Bank of India puts the losses at a more moderate 3 to 3.5% based on trade data and tariff differentials. The chemicals, metals and jewellery sectors could be the worst affected. A report by Citi Research identifies them as the most at risk due to their high export value and significant tariff disparities. As per Stan Chart report, a 10% US tariff hike could slash jewellery export volumes by 11 to 12%. Other sectors include pharmaceuticals. India is a leading supplier of generic drugs to the United States, and according to the SBI, reciprocal tariffs could lead to a 3.5% export decline. Vehicle and auto parts exports to the United States account for around $2 billion. Trump has hinted at a 25% tariff on autos, which could double or triple current rates on Indian exports, costing the sector up to $500 million annually. One of the most vulnerable sectors is agriculture and food products. India's average applied tariff on US agricultural goods is 39%, while the United States charges 5%. Reciprocal tariffs could kill a large portion of exports of agricultural products like rice and shrimp, which are highly price sensitive. Textiles and apparel. The United States remains a major buyer with exports of around $8 billion. An SBI report says a 10% tariff hike could reduce exports by $240 to $280 million. It is still unclear whether the United States will impose higher tariffs on Indian services exports, including those of the IT sector, which were at more than $100 billion in 2024. India is already working to counter these challenges. A broad-based customs duty cut was announced in Budget 2025. The government is also diversifying its export destinations and is tying up free trade deals with several countries and groupings. Bureau Report, Business Today TV.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe. If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.